all that you have to make sure that happens is that you give it your all. If this life truly is a game, which in my experience it is, you can also see it like a dream, but if you choose to see it like a game, everything will revolve around that decision. And then you can actually consciously play this game instead of being unconsciously drawn back into patterns and programs that you do not prefer. All right, so let's dive into today's topic. Giving it your all. What is the point of, for example, playing a game of football, going on that pitch? A lot of people will say it is to win. And I can kind of see that, but I feel like a more holistic intention is to just leave it all out on the field. Then win or lose, you can be proud of yourself. You have given it your all and you're not attached to a specific outcome. And this is the beauty of the game in general, that once you don't need a specific outcome, you free up so much bandwidth that you're actually able to enjoy and play the game instead of being stuck. No, we need this specific outcome. The point of a game is to enjoy, to have fun, to play freely. And this is why this topic of giving it your all is so powerful. Because if you make sure that in this playing field of life, in this arena on earth, you leave it all out there, then you can die happily. The number one regret people have on their deathbed is that they lived a life in which they didn't stay true, in which they didn't give their all to what they in their heart felt that truly matters. And they lived a life that was loyal to something else, other than their own guidance, their own intuition, their own inner knowing. So then the question becomes how to give it your all. And I'm still a little bit tired, I'm still resting, but I just felt so inspired to make this video. Is going about giving it your all methodically. Because in my own experience, I have noticed, okay, I gotta give it my all, I will give it my all. But it became a very superficial giving it my all. Kind of anxious, like, okay, I have to give it my all. Instead of giving it your all from a place of ease, from neutrality, from that 0 point where the awareness is just chilling, where your being is just chilling. And out of this chillness, out of this beingness, you naturally can give it your all. You're naturally not holding back. And then you can also notice where you're holding back and investigate, like, why am I keeping myself small here? Why am I not sharing freely and authentically? And so it's not really about like giving it your all in the service, let's go guys. It's more about like tapping into the depths of your being and drawing from that depths everything that you've got, like turning yourself inside out, putting all cards that you have on the table, not hiding anything from yourself, being totally open and honest and transparent, because that is the only way you can truly take responsibility, because otherwise we're unconsciously blocking it. We're not giving our all. We're, for example, not sharing when we're actually fearful about something or afraid or when we're angry. And I'm not saying you always have to express that in every situation, but you have to at least acknowledge to yourself like, hey, I actually feel this way. And only when you acknowledge and when you accept that exactly as it is, then you can transform it. So this is about truly turning yourself inside out, leaving no stone unturned, giving everything you have back to life, back to source. Because in the end, you are source and everything is made possible by source and you owe it all to source. So why not devote your life to source, to that which has created you? You can have your own little separate life and do your own little thing, but that will never fulfill you as living as God, living as the one, living as source, living as you. The you that you already are, that in essence you have never left. You are just dreaming you are separate from the one infinite, perfect creation. So let's wake up. And how do you wake up? By all the raw energies and resources that you have inside of yourself. Just drawing that out of you. Just being so open and receptive that just your entire being turns inside out, and all the silly little ideas and programs you picked up about being unworthy and not being enough, bringing that to the light and then allowing that to naturally be forgiven, to naturally be rested back into that which actually is, the source, all that is. And do you think that all that is holds back? It naturally, effortlessly gives all of itself all the time. So if you wish to live this way as well, where you're just not holding back, where you're just freely sharing, and for sure will make mistakes and there will be learning and refinement and all of these things. But once you make the firm decision for yourself that you are not going to live for this little separate life, you are going to live for life itself, for source, for God, whatever label you want to put on that which is the source of all being, of all appearances, that I amness, then your acts, your purpose can flow effortlessly. It can move through you and you will produce the brightest, truest music to your soul, to your development, to your unique blueprint of your game. And the only rule is, the only thing you have to make sure is that you're leaving it all out on the pitch, that you're leaving no stone unturned, doing this every day so that at the end of the day you can rest your head to sleep knowing you left it all out on the field. Win or lose, doesn't matter what happened, you in that sense have won. You have had success because you have given it your all. See you in the next video, my friends. Bye-bye.